Today, we'll take up the next topic relating to the time value of money, which is called multiple compounding period or intra-compounding period. What is this particular concept, which is known as multiple compounding period or intra-year compounding? When the interest is often compounded more than once in a year, and if interest is compounded m times in a year, then we call it as multiple compounding period or intra-year compounding. We need to understand that compounding need not always be for a year. Compounding can be for many times, m times in a year. For example, if there is going to be a time scale wherein I am depicting different periods, here I am saying that it is 1 year. The compounding is going to be done like this. That is, we are going to calculate the interest from here to here, add on to the principal. Then, for this particular principal, I am going to calculate again the interest. And again one more principal is going to come. And I am going to add another interest for this particular thing. This is the concept of compounding. When compounding is going to be done yearly, you are going to compound the interest for an year. But it need not be the case always. There can be 6 monthly compounding or quarterly compounding or monthly compounding or daily compounding. In such cases, you are going to compound several times in a year. Supposing that it is going to be a 6 monthly compounding, then interest is going to be calculated from here to here. Then principal is added to that. Again, on that particular new principal, we are going to calculate the interest and we are going to get new principal, or it is called F2. If it is going to be F0, that is P0 or F0, you will get F1 here, F2 here, F3 here, F3 here, F4 here. Like this, we are going to find out the future value compounded on the basis of half year, and we are going to get the future value for a particular period. If it is going to be compounded on quarterly basis, each year you will have 4 periods. And the compounding is going to be done for 4 times a year. If it is going to be on a monthly basis, each year is going to be divided into 12 periods. And for each period, we are going to calculate the interest and add to the principal. Again, calculate the interest again. Like this, you are going to compound that particular principal which has been given, and you are going to calculate interest on interest, interest on interest, and you are going to compound it for 12 times in a year. And it becomes too complicated if you are going to have multiple compounding period problem, wherein we need to calculate the interest accrued for over a period of time. If you wanted to find out the future value of money deposited in a bank for 30 long years, compounded on half-yearly basis, it becomes very, very cumbersome to use ordinary calculators or the existing formula. So for this thing, we have another formula through which we will be computing the multiple compounding periods future value. So when multiple compounding period or intra-year compounding problem is given, wherein if you wanted to find out the future value, you are going to use this particular formula, which says that you are going to multiply the present value with 1 plus I divided by m to the power of m into n. Only the difference here to that of the previous future value formula is that here we are going to have a new component which is called m. M is the number of times the compounding is going to be done in a year. So here, wherever I is going to be there, we are going to divide that particular I by m, and here we are going to have another m here. So to compute the future value in the case of multiple compounding. So to repeat, future value for a multiple future value for n periods compounded for m times will be equivalent to present value into 1 plus I divided by m whole power of m into n. So if this is going to be the formula to calculate the future value given m compounding periods, then in the case where the compounding is going to be done for once in a year, the formula can be written as the present value into 1 plus I divided by 1 because m is 1 multiplied by n. So there will not be any difference here if it is going to be a year. But when it comes to the 6 monthly compounding, the formula can be written as the present value into 1 plus I. There are going to be 2 periods in a year. So m is going to be 2, and so I by 2, m is here 2, and n. When it is going to be compounded on a quarterly basis, then the formula would be present value into 1 plus I divided by 4, because in a year we are going to have 4 periods. So m here is going to be 4, then it is going to be to the power of 4 into n. When it is going to be compounded on monthly basis, then it is going to be, the formula would be present value into 1 plus I divided by 12 divided by to the power of 12 into n. So this is how you are going to solve a problem concerning the future value.